and Brian and Trenton here. And when I hear the name Danny Zelisko, I think music. He's the man, the myth, the legend.
Man of the Valley.
He's the man, and I've heard his name for 20 years when I moved here. Never met him until 30 seconds ago.
Always a good story, though.
Sure. Yeah. Danny's joining us now. Danny, what's up, my man?
I was just listening to you guys. I could tell you some lies.
Hey, I wouldn't be the first.
Yeah,
get in line.
And who would know if I'm telling the truth?
Exactly.
It's a great story, nonetheless.
Right.
Talk to what's your so he teased a little bit to the some righteousness going on here with you. We got the Righteous Brothers coming around.
Some goodness, yes.
Some goodness.
The Righteous Brothers are coming October the 10th, and Samantha Fish is coming October 23rd. Do you know her?
I do not.
She looks like Marilyn Monroe and plays like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
You had me at Marilyn Monroe.
Well, let's just stop there.
You had me at Stevie Ray Vaughan.
She is beautiful, and she's sweet,
great.
and she's one of the current guitar shredders out there.
Fantastic.
In the world.
I can get her on.
And she's been here a couple of times before. I really like her shows. But the interesting thing about both is that they're going to be playing at a brand new auditorium that's being built right now in Litchfield Park. It's called the Hilltop Auditorium and Concert Hall. And that's going to be with a campus for 400 kids, and it's a music education high school.
And you know something about that.
I do. I have an inside source. My own wife, Rachel, she is going to be leading the physical arts there at the Hilltop Academy for the Arts.
Way
so
to go, Rachel.
Really proud of her, and
Yes.
That theater is just incredible.
It's going to be really nice. They really top-notch equipment, and the great thing about it is, other than there being some national acts that are going to play there, the kids will have use of that are going to school there. At least a third of the time is carved out for them, so they can do their own concerts. They can work on lighting and sound and production, and do local shows and put on their own events, which will help with. But my main task right now is just to book some shows in there to get it open. There's a lot of great acts out there. The West Side has been pretty starved, I think, for a long time. They have to drive into Phoenix to see shows for the most part. So I figure there's a good time for people in Central Phoenix and East Phoenix to see what the West Side looks like.
See where we're building.
I mean, we
there.
got a brand new auditorium there that I think is going to be beautiful. The drawings of it are great. But the thing about the school is what really hooked me, in that with music and musicians, they very rarely have a chance to interact with people when they come to shows. I mean, it's just another day, another show, and I mean, they're special in their own right. But this one will have kids working on the cruise, and people learning about how to put on shows, and we'll also work with marketing and learn how to do that. There's box office, and there's settlements for shows. There's a lot of stuff you can pick up from doing what we do normally every day, but for kids to get this opportunity, I think it's just great. So the way I see it coming is that I'm hoping some bands will come in and start their tours off there. They have video and audio studios there. They could literally start their tour, stream the tour out of there, and lead it off. They can work out their glitches for a few days for the tour and warm up for the tour. So there's a lot of different applications for this. It's unusual that I'm really looking forward to it. It's just a different twist on an old tune.
And your little one could be a roadie or a sound tech.
Just getting that experience, as you said, Danny, already.
You know what's great is that I go, how do you get into this school? I said, there's no charge. You have to send in an audition tape. I don't know if they're full or not yet. I'm not involved with that side, but I send in something and say, here's why I want to go to your school. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
When I was going to high school, I didn't fit in the academic way that a lot of people might, or they don't know if they have a choice or not. I got around to it, but I wish I had something like this when I was a kid, especially in light of the fact that a lot of people have turned off the giving to PBS of the world and other type of things that are more involved in just culture than just about the buck.
Yeah.
There's bucks that are involved in everything we do, but this one, I think it has a real special message.
Well, and the knowledge that you can get from Danny too. I
Right.
mean, your life experience and being so connected here, you can't pay for that.
Can you talk to
Just
us about
being
that?
around
Like, what is your secret sauce to being in the business so long and doing so well?
Well, when I got into it was as important as the early 70s. And I just learned a new term today, Gen Jones.
Jen?
Do you guys know about this? It's not a girl.
Is that an age group?
Generation Jones.
Jones, no.
54 to 65.
That's
I
me.
thought that was baby boomers.
Right.
So baby boomers is stopping in 54, which is when I was born. So now I'm a Gen Jones. What? So it comes from.
At least you're not Jim Jones. That's
That's a whole
Well, what if you were?
yeah, exactly.
So Gen Jones is they said jonesing or looking at what the Joneses have.
Right.
Okay.
I don't quite get it, but I just heard this term for the first time the other day, and back when I started doing this, which seems like yesterday, a lot of the groups that I was working with then, I'm still working with now, thankfully. But that's part of the sauce that keeps me going, is that I've grown up with these people over the last 50 plus years. And if they're still around, I can still be around. Awesome. If they can show up for a show, I can do it. If Willie Nelson or Frankie Valli or any of these guys want to show up, John Anderson the other night, if you want to show up, then I want to come too. So I'll stick around and do it as long as they are.
That's amazing. Well, part of that too, with the variety of acts that you have so much experience with, can you talk a little bit about the personalities where you have some huge egos there? I'd say some of the biggest in the world. How do you navigate that?
It's just part of their way of life. I mean, they have to get applause. They have to know that people approve of their talent, of what they're going out on stage and bearing their soul with.
A little bit like Trenton working with him.
Right?
They keep me in the closet. That's the difference.
I don't see the ego thing quite as much as I used to. I think people these days feel, as they've grown up and grown older, they realize they're very fortunate to not only have been touched and given some talent or figured out how to do something better than almost anybody else, but it's something that they require in their lives. I just had shows with Ringo the other day over the last few weeks, and I mean, he's 85. And
Incredible.
And he's in perfect health. He's in perfect shape. Why not go out? People say, oh, they're making him do it. Nobody makes Ringo do anything.
Yeah.
He'd have him fixed for that.
Yes.
I have a Ringo story. I was room service back to where I met all my celebs. Knock on the door.
Hello?
Opens the door. It's Ringo. And we're supposed to say, may I come in? And he said, well, I'm not going to eat out in the hall now, am I?
I just imagine you as, the Quentin Tarantino movie, whatever, Room, whatever. You're the bellhop.
Yeah,
You're the Tim Roth.
that's where
going to each door,
I
just
peeked
opening
right
it.
there.
What mystery am I going to find today?
Exactly.
Whose pants are around their ankles?
Yeah,
You're
pretty
there.
Much, pretty
Whoa.
much. But that was the peak of my ascension in society. I got to hang
like
out with
it.
Ringo for
You
a brief
peaked.
second or
Yeah.
two. And now Danny.
Yeah.
All these years later.
You're winning.
I love it.
When can we see this show coming up? These two artists coming up.
October 10th is the Righteous Brothers, and then the 23rd is Samantha Fish, and we're working on other shows right now as we speak, but those will be the ones that we're going to start off with anyway, and we'll have more shows as time goes on. The high school opens in August, and the shows will start in October.
Sounds
So
like
the
we
Righteous Brothers is a grand opening show.
Heck, that's a big one. Sounds like we need to
Unchained
have
Melody.
yeah.
It's can you lose that loving feeling? Can you find it? I think Brian and I actually found ours.
see if we can find
a little
ours.
earlier.
Oh gosh, be prepared, Danny. You may never, you
it's,
can't unsee this
no, you
if
can't.
you see it.
Oh,
That's it.
That's me
That's it,
and
baby.
Trenton
Love
right there.
boat.
How about that?